big night at the Jungle. Castleford are bottom of the table and without a win all year. Wigan will have watched the Saints brush Leeds aside, and they'll aim to put down a marker of their own here. As Andrew Farrell leads out the Wigan side, who incredibly are seeking their first away win of the season. They lost at Bradford, Leeds and Huddersfield. They drew at St Helens on Good Friday. And the Desai Williams wings are in evidence on the sideline. Down was hunting him down, but got the ball away just the same. Here is Saxton. And Saxton being shuttled towards the sideline. Michael Smith, they're keeping the ball alive. Castleford on the bounce to Greenhill. And here comes Haaland, and there's the interception, and Dallas. And I think you can say farewell, because Dallas is over underneath the black dot. And yet again, the speed of Brett Dallas and the instinct of Dallas to go for the interception. And Dallas touches down for try number 5 of the Super League season. All that pressure from Castleford, but Wigan come up with the score.
It's amazing, isn't it? You could see that Wigan was pushing to one corner, they kept it alive, they tested their arm. But you've got to take your hat off to this fella, Brett Dallas, who read it ever so well. Greenhill got floated, and then the final pass, it was on its way. Michael Shenton thought he was going to get it, but it landed right on the lap of this fella. No doubt about the grounding.
Hudson, and Hudson picked up Castleford. Maloney, kick to the corner, a tester here for Desai Williams, and it's a try for MELLOR.
Good take as well. Wonderful kick into the corner. They obviously want to apply the pressure to Desai Williams, and MELLOR has snatched it. Good build-up, they fully deserved it. Great kick from Maloney, and what a take there. He knew exactly what he was doing, he's got the experience. It was obvious they were going to take and put this fella under a lot of pressure, and you can see there, he was very slow, was Williams to go up. Not this fella, MELLOR.
Newton again. Back it comes to Danny Orr. Here is Adrian Lamb. Adrian Lamb just delayed the pass, took the tackle from Francis Maloney. Radlinski, Danny Orr, Newton, Cassidy.
Again, there's twisting and turning and offloading, but when the man's receiving the football, he's standing still.
Adrian Lamb, Kevin Brown, and Brown scores the try for Wigan.
What a beautiful pass.
Kevin Brown, 19 years of age, tries in 7 of Wigan's 11 games this year. That brings his total for the season to 4 in the Super League.
Well, it looked all the word that earlier Adrian Lamb maybe a little bit touched forward as well. Looked as though that Lamb was going to throw the dummy. Watch it here, just a little shuffle. It's a good move, but I think they've got away with it. I think this last pass, ooh, touch and go. I've seen those brought back.
Well, there was a great chase by Terry Newton on the kick, and that's why Wigan are going to get this repeat set of 6. Here's Gareth Hock. Good strong run, and he's very difficult to put down, Gareth Hock. Brambani did in the end. Desai Williams now. Bounces off a couple.
That's much better. That'll lift his spirits.
They go down the other way with Sculthorpe. He offloads. Farrell picks it up off the deck. Farrell. And now O'Loughlin.
Beautiful little offload there from Andy Farrell. Just coming back on the inside. Send to Sean O'Loughlin.
Newton! And is he over the line?
Yep.
He is. Newton's the man who got the repeat set of 6, and Newton's the man who gets the 4 points for the Wigan Warriors. Went very quiet in that corner where all the Castleford fans are massed, because Newton has touched down.
Good work, Farrell back on the inside to the centre O'Loughlin. Then when they got into the position, Newton just poaches one. Throws the dummy there. Clayton took it as well. Watch 14, Clayton. He thought it was going to go out wide. Well taken by the hooker. He's having a solid season.
And Steve-O has been linked with the job as well. They're not that desperate, surely.
I think they might be, if it certainly put me on the list, but I think the club's doing the right thing. You know, there's no point. They've had a bad start to the season. There's no point in rushing things.
The kick down field from Saxton. Work for Desai Williams to do again. Oh, he's made a meal of it. It's a try. Oh dear. Saxton has plumped the ball down.
Just check if we've got any knock-ons, we've got Adrian and the grounding.
I don't think there's a problem here.
Well, he was very slow to get back. He was ambling back. He took it all right and then has come up with yet another error. Well, he's had 2 knock-ons. This will be a try. No doubt about that. TRY time. And talking of time, I think Mike Gregory might say that's enough from Desai Williams. But Desai, it wasn't. It was Des Low. It happens. Nerves, you name it. Is that a double knock-on? Maybe Saxton just bobbled it the frame, but this will be TRY.
And it is. Tom Saxton.
When you got to feel sorry for Desai Williams there, but it's a great way for Cas to start this second half, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just what the doctor ordered. I think we deserve some luck. We've worked all week, you know, on kick chase presser, and it's paid off there. But just a shame that, you know, from the return kick-off we just knocked on there. But you know, if we can contain them, you know, and to build pressure in their half, I think we should do pretty well.
And defend strongly in situations like this, crucial.
Yeah, this is what we've worked on. Like I say, as defence, it's been his main disappointing thing all season.
And here's Dallas, who will touch down for his second try. And after a really brilliant start for Castleford, it has all gone sadly wrong. Dallas with the try.
Wonderful link and a beautiful pass there from Terry Newton. Said it all. Lamb to the winger Dallas. This will be one try that Mike Gregory will be very pleased with. Fullback Redlinski just chiming through right onto the button of the pass from Terry Newton, who started it all off. They've got to get into the faces.
Lynch was so close then. Here it is now with Maloney. There's a little kick over the top, another tester for Desai Williams. MELLOR has done him again. MELLOR has done him again. It's the second try for Paul MELLOR.
Great Maloney kick yet again. MELLOR plucks it out of the air. Surely this has got to be the time where Mike Gregory, I thought he would have brought him off after the mistake that allowed Saxton a simple try. He was never in the hunt for that football. MELLOR knew it as well, and so did Maloney, whose kicking game has been good. But onside, you can't afford to keep him out there. It will surprise me. A lot of people may be critical about saying, well, you know, you may just knock the confidence of a youngster, but you're in this game as a professional.
Another good drive.
Good job that Danny Orr got right into his face. They're on the rack, Wigan. They could break.
Maloney wide to Rogers. Wild with the tackle. Thackeray. Thackeray using his strength. He's over. Jamie Thackeray is over for Castleford. Jamie Thackeray with the try. First ever Super League try last week at Widnes. 2 in a week for Jamie Thackeray.
And fully deserved. They really showed a lot of strength here. They tried to rip the ball away. Once again, the defence close to the ruck. They just pulled him away. Stephen Wild got bumped off. Thackeray said, give me the glory. And I must say that they have always capitulated in the final quarter. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, tickle through the hole. Great tackle, though, by Michael Smith. This is Terry Newton. Terry Newton offloads to Sean O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin has got Lamb, and the Lamb is over to level the scores. Took a heavy bang as well as he scored the try, Adrian Lamb.
Well, put that down to Terry Newton yet again. It's amazing how hookers have this ability to just lift their side. And Terry Newton, see how they held off him. Back on the inside, O'Loughlin, and good support play. Wonderful effort by the hooker. They allowed him too much space, and a nice offload as well. And for once, this Castleford defence just run out of steam. Don't tell me I've put the mocker on them yet again.
I think the Wigan side, I'm trying to look at them and analyse the difference between them and St Helens in last night's performance. And the biggest noticeable one I see is that when a Wigan player takes the ball forward, at the most with one player around him, the rest of his teammates maybe 10 metres behind him, and their inability to push up and support the ball players cause them problems.
Well, this is Gareth Hock. He's got Terry Newton, and Newton scores his second. Wigan have just pressed the foot on the gas in the last few minutes, and Terry Newton scored his second try.
Neat little work on the short blind side. Once again, the man of the moment, Terry Newton, involved. Switches back there. It was meant to be for the fullback, Radlinski. It was picked up by Hawk, who certainly made an impact since he came off the bench. And Terry Newton, one thing that hookers love doing, and that's getting a four-pointer. And could this be the moment? We posed the question, didn't we? Could Castleford, could they hang on for the final quarter?
Over the top. Dallas was looking for the interception then. Rogers, he's a little bit taller than Dallas, and he just plucked the ball out of the air.
Desperation by Brett Dallas there. He come off the whitewash. There was no one outside. If Rogers could have offloaded.
Brambani, here's another high kick, looking for MELLOR. He's got it! He's got it! Hat-trick for MELLOR, if it is given by the video referee.
This is an incredible situation. Beautiful kick. Brambani this time. 2 tries have come from the boot of Maloney, and yet again Brown couldn't do anything about it. From Paul MELLOR, it's TRY, I'm sure.
It is. Paul MELLOR. Well, he can't stay in the air forever, I suppose.
He looks distraught as Gary Mercer.
Well, they're so close, and yet so far. Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe and Haaland having a do. Here is Craig Smith. He's over. It's a win for Wigan, I think.
Best move of the day as far as Wigan's concerned, and their coach Mike Gregory knows it.
But there is a touch of frustration for Castleford because of the decision by Ian Smith over on the far side that gave Wigan this territory.
Well, he's been trying to utilise that all day, Andrew Farrell, bringing someone back on the inside. But the mere fact that he just held the ball a little bit later, no one was going to stop him.
Terry Newton, man of the match. No complaints about that from you, Steve-O.
No, none whatsoever. It's, and I must say, David's come under a lot of...
That's a great kick from Danny Orr. Radlinski scores to wrap it up. He just wants to check whether he was onside, Radlinski. But Radlinski scores, and if this is it, it will wrap the match up for Wigan. And Castleford's dismal start to the season continues.
No problem.
He's a mile onside.
Yeah, no problem there. This try will be given TRY. Point I was just making about the fact that a lot of people have criticised David over his selections over the past couple of weeks, but that's the way that he sees it and the media sees it, and Terry Newton is the only reason. I mean this, because he's lifted this Wigan side in the second half.
That was the first really telling kick as well from Danny Orr that Radlinski was onto in a flash.
By his own admission, Danny Orr will tell you that he has had a very poor game. It is a problem for Mike Gregory.